question for the new Prime Minister. How do you have a heart so sinister? How are we so wasteful when people are dying in Somalia, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya? The irony is we have no business in Syria, but kids are getting killed for all the business in Syria. And then they try and tell you that it's ISIS. In their attempts at killing it, how many civilians died? So what's the difference between us and them? When you got drones killing kids just touching 10, then when a bomb goes off, every politician's lost like that last strike. It didn't kill 100 men. You ain't the same as them, but all that fuel for the fire is what you gave to them and what you take from them. All my life I know my mum's been working, in and out of nursing, struggling, hurting. I just find it fucked that the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. So where's the discussion on wages and budgets, how they made them redundant? When I was a young'un, the letters in her car said my mum was overdraft, but somehow I still had dinner money in my pocket. And even the little things like ordering pizza were probably the reason for overtime in the evening. 5 till 10, 6 hours of sleeping. For 22 years my mum was doing it cleaning, dreaming that her kids would have a better life, going bed at night, struggling with getting by. That's the reality for millions of people in a nation where a lot of us were looking for a second try. A question for the new Prime Minister, and please tell me if I'm being narrow-minded, but how do we spend so much money on defence and weapons to wage war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams? And what about the people that voted for us to leave for the money that it would see? 350 million we give to the EU every week that our health service needs. But now them politicians got what they wanted. Can you see an empty promise or a poster on the street? Nurses in tears cause they're working every hour of the week and they still don't have the money that they need. You brought the heart of the nation to its knees. Underpaid, understaffed, overworked and overseen by people who can't ever understand how it feels to live life like you and me. Patients lying in the corridors cause doctors can't even find a bed for them to sleep. I remember A&E and all them sickening screams of a little girl waiting for a surgeon to be seen. Privatised healthcare, guns for police, increased uni fees. Is this what they're selling us? Or let me remind you, just in case you've forgotten, that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. And speaking of America, stating the president, with all due respect, I've got something to say to them. I just find it funny you can't give a hand to Palestine, but you can trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia. Look, I got a question for the new Prime Minister. At Grenfell Tower, your response was ridiculous. You hid like a coward behind your 5 million, dodged responsibility and acted like you're innocent. And I can see you're terrified. You're not good at telling lies. I'm getting why you stay away from everything that's televised. You look like a robot and you don't speak with any life. It feels to me like any guy in press could have said them lines. Imagine going to the council for the safety of your block and you got kids but they're ignoring you at every time. Everyone who knew about that cladding should really be going prison under rule of joint enterprise. But if it ain't a little kid with a knife, I bet that judge is going easy when he's giving him time. They don't deserve to be free. Any builder MP that knew about the conditions but did it to save cheese. When I listened to the things that the residents had seen, I was so shocked I couldn't even speak. Families they know that had died in their sleep. How you choke on the smoke when you're struggling to breathe. The glow from the fire, the panic when you hear all the sirens, the crackling, the popping and the muffled out screams. The fear in the eyes of a man that was trapped who jumped 15 floors from the tower to the street. I could only hear a fraction of the pain and the grief. Closing my eyes, trying hard not to cry at the joy and relief in the face of a man when a woman from the flat said his neighbour was alive. No help from the council in keeping any list or the people that survived, his neighbours and peers. And for that whole meeting I could see that he was trying, so his smile was an island in a sea full of tears. Look, I got a message for our old Prime Minister, David Cameron. I mean, you fucked us, resigned and sneaked out the firing line. I wanna know how you managed it. And are you bathing in the sun while them papers have a run at the woman that you left here to handle it? You gonna teach your little lad to be the man that's got a plan, and then the moment that it fails to abandon it? Are there bullies in his school? And when you pick him up after class, can you feel his embarrassment? I mean, you never gave a fuck about the youth, and that's the truth. There's no sympathy for you or your cabinet. I really wish I could have seen how you were scrambling when you lost the referendum that you had to win. I feel like politicians are all addicts in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with. I got a question for the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, where do you want to take the country to? Honestly, I want to put my trust in you, but you can understand why if I got trust issues. Do you really have the faith of your party? Do you really have faith in the party that will come with you? And how do you plan on keeping all the promises? Man, if I'm being honest, sir, I'm struggling to get with it. I just ain't getting it. Everybody's great until you get them into office, and then guys start forgetting things. Prove to us you're different. Don't promise me anything. Go and get justice for a Sean Charles and Edison. And if you haven't had the thought to vote yet or protest cause you don't really see the progress, I hope you know that what they're saying is affecting us. The small steps are way better than no steps. I made a link with the Russians, 6-figure discussions, dinners in public, my linen all tailored, my outstanding payments swift like Taylor. And boy, I owe them man a beating, but don't watch what I'm making. Just know I put both of the P's and up at the same time. I put the pay in pagan. Man wanna beef, don't know what the stakes is. Broad daylight, doing nigga on a day shift. Free scales, got 'em living on basic. My location changes quicker than gears on a brand new Porsche Cayman. I told RJ put down a line and he did, but he's got another 3 like H's. I gotta watch for the greed and the hatred. I'm saying who's on votes, we'll hit up a nigga and see who's on smoke when it's that time. You can run that shit there and it's cool, but you can't hear like a bad line. It's been 15 minutes since me and her fucked, and I'm saying we still in the house for. Girls say I'm rude, but they won't ever leave, cause you know the jab right like southpaws. Outdoors, me and my niggas are root outlaws. I tell a man speak with respect. How you gonna say that we beef for your chest like Sergey didn't G-lean on your set? I do not have one need cause a friend. If it's beef on the ends, then it's peak for them. This thing's coming like Pokemon Go, cause I seen man once, never seen him again. Man don't really wanna walk to the shop or jump on the train cause the ends got tension. One eye on my ops, 2 eyes on my friends, cause at least my ops man knows their intentions. I turn a loss to a lesson, I turn a curse to a gift and a blessing. Any girl that I've got an interest in, face interesting, body impressive. I got 99 out of 100 marks in class on my English questions. I get the same if I did it again, cause I still don't know the definition of resting. I put blood in, I put sweat in, I shed tears when my niggas got sentenced. I spent years with my niggas in Streatham, but you wouldn't know that cause you don't live this. What have you done for your siblings? I made sure that the family's sweet. So many days that I starved myself just to make sure that my whole family eats. The murk is a beast and I'm blacking it out. 1.9 on the plan for a house. I ain't got a memory of when dad was around. Still a child when I turned man of the house. Tell me what you know about a bag full of bills and your mum crying out saying son I can't take it. And then staring in the mirror for an hour with a tear in your eye like I gotta go make it. Ever seen a good friend turn pagan? A pretty girl glow down turn basic? Ever seen a nigga enough man rated, losing his mind cause of food that he's taking? You're either a lamb or you're Hannibal. Good kid but I grew up round animals. No chick can't tell me about attitude. I got a girl from the screw-face capital.
What do you think people see when they look at you?
Look, you see our gold chains and our flashy cars. I see a lack of self-worth and I see battle scars. He has to be with 20 man when he wears jewellery, and you see it as gangster, I see it as insecurity. Where I'm from, everybody wants to make it out, but nobody wants to see somebody make it out. It ain't about who came around, but more about who stayed around. Behind the scenes, they say God gave us eyes to see. You see the video vixens and all their pearly whites, but you don't see the dirty nights, long days and early flights. You see the deals and think all these rappers laughing now, but you don't get that if we weren't already, we're a target now. You see all the groupie girls and think they're heaven sent. I see 25 minutes worth of empty sex to tell a lie. It wasn't my intention to objectify, but I can testify. I seen some shit you couldn't rectify. You see this industry where everybody came up. I see a bag of weird rappers and some fake love, fake handshakes and fake spuds with fake comments, where everybody covers costs but never pays homage. The scene turned on me, people trying to ruin me. Where most would see a problem, I'm seeing an opportunity to drop a freestyle and kill them niggas that were booing me. I made my haters watch and put the screw inside of scrutiny beautifully. Also, if I am attending, security's coming first, like I was trying to shop at duty free. Where the fuck's the unity? Where I come from, there's no class, forget truancy. We have got now in common. Them niggas see a molehill and make a mountain from it. They see a Cuban and a whip, I see a house deposit, how to stop it. Niggas saw keys and went to trial for shotting. I saw keys, learned to play and made thousands from it. You see the club popping when we do the show, but you don't see the studio. My life is not a movie, bro. Champagne bottles and all the screaming girls. It's ironic how you'll never hear a scream for help. Fucking hell, why do you think we're going through the same thing? Depression when you make it, the pressure and the hatred. Your people talk about you, you can't say shit. The moment that you ain't it, the labels are looking for replacements. Same shit, people start forgetting what you've done for them. Everyone in music's gonna take until there's nothing left. Your fans are switching up on you and they don't know how tough it gets. Reading through your old comments, trying to feel some love again. I see karma, go to work but God schemes harder. I heard success can come quickly but it leaves faster. Secrets are what my enemies have been after. Only L's I'm hiding in my closet have a V after.
So looking at it from another perspective, playing devil's advocate, considering you know you're obviously becoming famous, so to speak, but you still deal with a lot of issues on a human level, do you ever just sit and wonder about the stories behind the people you meet day by day? Does it make you feel grateful in a weird way for your life and problems?
Tweaking, 120 on the M-way speeding, LV hat, backpack and sneakers. Any girl that I'm with is a 10, 9, 8, brethren decent. Now I'm in a party with the sweetest chocolate brown in Reese's Pieces. I'm tweaking, 120 on the M-way speeding, LV hat, backpack and sneakers. Any girl that I'm with is a 10, 9, 8, brethren decent. Now I'm in a party with the sweetest chocolate brown in Reese's Pieces. My brother got a new wristwatch, but don't watch that cause you could get nauseous, could get seasick. I mean all of my ex-girls hate me, but how you gonna have my baby? Don't you know I'm living that baby boy lifestyle, everything crazy. If you don't chat to your guy, your G.O.C, I ain't talking Mercedes, nah. Let's talk about drama. I got a pen brown in my zone, and I'm in a zone too like karma. Man, pull up, hop out, pull over. If it's palaver, cool, say nada. Now I'm in a party with Tara, and that girl got body like armor. Football and Balenciagas, or I kick ball in my all black Pradas. No acting, never went radar. I'm a top boy like Sully but darker. Ha ha ha, what's the drama? Paintings still get aired, left on red then blue like Barca. If it ain't about face, don't down me. If it ain't about face won't answer. I got a Browning living in Sydenham. Professor X, cause true say the back ain't there, but the brain is brilliant. And my new thing came with kids, and that's okay, cause I am still dicking it. Little man wanna jump on FIFA, so I'm close to the sun like Icarus. Whitewash man, then I'm back in the room with his march, and I whitewash that for the thrill of it. No bareback man, got a Jimmy it. Backside jiggling, shaking, rippling, and the neck just tickling. Tryna hide my face, can't stop giggling. Them man all hickory dickory, watch glistening, but the rollie ticking this. It's such a shame. Tweaking, 120 on the M-way speeding. LV hat, backpack and sneakers. Any girl that I'm with is a
man around. Little snitches, they're not around no more. They're not around no more. And who do you think that's because of?
Was it us that got a man moving? Don't be stupid, no bumper, with a bumper, new number. Hit her back like who's this cucumber, in her belly like a broomstick. R8 or the Lamborghini, the man there don't plan to see me. Cause my niggas on Greece like Santorini. I got a brown skin girl from Bush that will take that charge on the chest if I say so. Both hands on the wig while I hit from the back, got me pulling on the tracks and cane rolls. 2 man and a super dry jacket, a new Astra, man it's looking like plain clothes. We ain't never had halos, just Henny and Jenny from the block, no J-Lo. This year here's gonna be a mad one. I need a good girl, I need a bad one. I need a brand new vest and a handgun. The man need that more than a man does. The man need cash more than a man does. The man being crashed more than a man look. You don't wanna end up in my bad books. It's not a good look, give a man a bad look. Tweaking, 120 on the M-way speeding. LV hat, backpack and sneakers. Any girl that I'm with is a 10, 9, 8, brethren decent. Now I'm in a party with the sweetest chocolate brown in Reese's Pieces.
Like I was saying, bruv, many nights, man prayed, bruv. Someone's gonna help me through this, man. Someone's gonna help bring me out of this shit, you know. Time. It took a while for man to recognise, boy, who he was gonna send. And you know what, man, I'm very proud, very happy to say he's one of my own, innit, you know. And boy, although none of this is easy, you know, just proud to be witnessing what's going on, man, you know.
Look, I don't know where to start, but I just done my first psychodrama, and I hope the world hears my craft. I'm excited, man, I pray you get to hear my craft. For my childhood, our mother didn't hear me laugh. I'm presenting you the future, I don't fear my past. I ain't got a tattoo anywhere near my arms, but best believe on my sleeves where I wear my heart. Do you know how easy it is to be a sinner? How many losses you need before you can be a winner? Reason with a criminal that needs to eat a dinner. Is it survival of the fittest or is he a killer? Losing dad was big, losing you was even bigger. Never had a father and I needed you to be the figure. We're forgetting we had a brother that was even bigger. We were figures just trying to figure out who could be a figure. My brothers never spoke to each other when I was growing up. I remember trying to build a bridge, I wasn't old enough. I pray I hold the game for as long as you man can hold a grudge. Years went by, I know it's fucked, I had to hold it up for mummy on my own. I know it's tough, I got the coldest blood. I remember when you got sentenced and I was throwing up. It's like they took a piece of my freedom when I had opened up. I just lost the only fucking person I idolized. For my entire life I copied you down to the finest line. Bro, I got a flame in my mind that I'm trying to firefight. The pill I had to swallow wasn't bitter, it was cyanide. I learned over time, separation issues I described are probably the reason that I struggle feeling anything. I ain't got a vision of a marriage or a wedding ring. It's world domination in music or it ain't anything. I'm obsessed, focused on the objective. Tell a don yes, disagree I object. Used to treat my women like an object. Girls want a monster, come and see I'm the Loch Ness. Settle for a lot less. I just hope you're proud of me, brother, it's been a long stretch. you're my hero. And prior to this, I was living on the edge like a house on a cliff. But now I'm living in the present like my house was a gift. I'm going psycho, this scene's mine, bro. Rappers wanna diss me, it's only online though. They put the mic and soft in the micro. Soft, not eyebrow. Swimming only time I can lie though. And let me be genuine, anybody rich on my age is American. Kicking ball or inherited. It only makes sense I'm independent, knowing everything had happened how I'm telling it. You niggas aren't getting it. I'm coming from the struggle, I survived and I'm still here. Used to bump train, that's two ways, I don't feel fair. I don't know trust, I know a tight bond will tear. Like a good wig, I can't tell you if it's real hair. I'm from South London, brother, people getting killed here. You can make a meal, but you can lose it if you're still here. I lost over 30 grand to family, I'm still here. The word don't appeal to me, you steal from me, I'm still here. Bro, I wasn't made for this. I don't get a break, but I'm aware of what breaking is. I wish you could take a hint as well as you could take the piss. I don't even speak to our brother, man, I just pray for him. It's never too late for him. Life is at its craziest. Walls started caving in. All the things I've seen would turn atheist. I didn't get 99 marks in English, I was faking it. I got 98 cause I don't know what a vacation is. If you sought God, what would you say to him? If given a chance, would you have taken it? If you could rewind time, what would you change in it? Do you believe in what an angel is? Furthermore, do you believe in what the devil is? Do you believe that I could illustrate what Streatham is, then break the fourth wall and base Leslie on my relatives? I'm grateful for my life because I aim for this. Every bad moment, every single fucking day of this. People looking at me, that's what fame can bring. But to understand the stairs, you take steps, then retrace the shit. I tell my circle the future's ours, we're shaping it. Your past is just the reason that I came to this. I thank God for the pain because it made me this.
Freestyling, bar for bar. I even know how old you was these times, bro. Probably about 10, 9. Yeah, man. If I think about it now, think about the transition. Them days there, you had no bars, but to be real, did anyone fam? You know what I mean? The core context, bro. Well, it was all mad fam, but I think the stuff I'm doing today, proper, man. You know what I mean? I think man's definitely blessed to see how the whole thing's come together. From times when I think it was Jekyll and Hyde, man. Played man that one there. I was thinking, yo, this one here's a banger, bro. I remember when I heard that one live on the airwaves for the first time, bro. I was pumping it. Man come to my door, he's like, bro, man, that's a bit loud, you know. I was like, fam, that's my brother. He's like, yeah. And you know, on your birthday, man send you a little card, and it begins, Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. But Samuel said to him, the Lord has not chosen these. So he asked Jesse, are these all the sons you have? There is still the youngest, Jesse answered, but he's tending the sheep. Samuel said, send for him. He will not sit down until he arrives. So he sent and had him brought in. He was ruddy, with a fine appearance and handsome features. Then the Lord said, rise and anoint him. He is the one. Bro, you know what that means? Say no more, man.
I spent my 19th birthday in the hospital with my brother and my mum, and I know it sounds dumb, but I felt like I lost it all. The pain's compulsory, suffering's optional. Takeshi's castle, my life's got obstacles. I'm still dealing with a whole load of stress. I see my older brother so close to the edge, and that there put a hole in my chest. And then they tell you home's where the heart is, but I got a hole where my heart is, because I let a hole where my heart is. never again. I had to tell her that we're better as friends. I never messaged again. Every message I send ends up in a group chat, cause girls go and tell all their friends. That's one of many reasons why I ain't sending DMs. Look, I'm gonna keep this cake and I'm gonna eat this cake. That's why I'm living 3 lives. I'm in GTA, I'm in Los Angeles, driving a Mercedes. And it's funny because honestly I didn't think I'd see LA. Surprise birthday party, I didn't see this cake coming. I need this money like it's EMA. You gotta separate the rats from the G's. If you can't handle cheese, how the hell you gonna be a great? I need a blazing inferno for my enemies. Behind my back I know that everybody censoring me, and I respond but I don't even have the time. I mean, asking Avellino couldn't help me find the energy. I don't think my ends want the best for me. That's why they question me, fake G checking me. Fuck the road, but if anybody's testing me, it's 1 step away like a 5-a-side penalty. Every Santander nationwide remembers me. Right pocket full of cards, I'm a referee. Ain't it funny how this money that I'm getting came from fucking PAs like I'm sleeping with a secretary. Secondly, a girlfriend's obsessed with me, but that's a story for another day. And this is why love is fucked, cause you went and put your trust in her, and then she sent me nudes. I said nah, cover up. I aired it. Certain girls I can't respect. We're all nothing to someone, and that you can't forget. So just remember, when the girl's playing hard to get, there's probably another person that she's trying hard to get. And there's probably a girl on your phone right now that you hardly text, that's looking for love, but everybody wants what they can't touch. So if you touch my money, you can see what I'm about. You can ask your little sister, I will be inside your house, eating from your fridge, feet up on your couch. Tell your little brother, butter me a sandwich, spreading evenly amounts. You think I'm playing any games? Why do you think I talk about cars, women and chains? And half of the songs I make, materialistic aims. Make me feel a way when I want it. When I got it, it don't ever feel the same. We got different types of problems. I'm getting corporate tax on this cash that I'm making, and at the same time I need to vanquish my pagans. If you think it's dead, you're mistaken. I'm hot-headed and dangerous, and still living in this matrix. All I wanna do is make my loved ones proud. In this year alone we made 300,000, but my mum won't smile because her son's on trial. We got different types of problems. What you know about living in a shadow, where every single thing that you can do is being tainted cause your brother's in a station and he's ill to the marrow? 12 or 13 when I turn into an adult. All them kids my age were going Teen Fest when I was getting searched by a golden retriever in a Cat A prison while I'm standing on an arrow. We used to have cards and now we're playing with swords. My G went from blackjack to a blackjack sparrow. I know so many man who got a case on their head that would kill to come home, but their chances are narrow in this world that we live in. Nobody listens. We do have thoughts, but nobody's thinking, and I get it, cause none of us are trying to play the victim. Any disrespect and retaliation instant. I know a lot of men have been dodging karma, and they think it's all laughter till the bitch comes to kiss them. You know the difference between life and death is one bad decision, 3 or 4 inches. So many man my age have got PTSD, and I don't think that it's hit them. If you envision the way that we're living, the things that we had seen, situations that we've been in, you would understand why I don't want to talk about my life in every song I've ever written. I really want to help, but it's out of my control and jurisdiction, cause a lot of road youths have got a sickness mentally. Like, look, my mummy always used to tell me this: David, listen when you're older speaking. I know man that listen to their older speaking, and now they're all lifed off and they don't know the reason. In a weird way, summer is the coldest season. You'll get killed at a party for the smallest reason. One day you're chilling in secondary, next day your right hand's a memory. So when I say that I'm alone, do you know the feeling? When I say the game's over, do you know the meaning? I mean that I don't have the time for this. I need a girl, but same time there's no time for them. I got people inside and I don't write to them. It's like I don't feel pain no more. I can't do journeys on a train no more. Can't shed a tear writing on a page no more. I don't wanna play games no more. I don't want my friends on a case no more. And trust me, I don't want a war on the ends, but it's like you wanna start it, so say no more. I'm too big for this nonsense. I don't need problems, meetings. 1.5 million ain't an option. I don't need a deal or an option. In my own neighborhood, me, Jack, Benny in the office. I don't need Excel, Sony, drama. Our team's fast, our street, Sam Cara. I got a lot of love for everyone that checks with me, and a lot of love for certain girls sexually. Texting me saying that she slept on me, and definitely wishes that she slept with me. Look, on another note, I wanna say thanks to Cal, one of my closest from young, and we're still at it now. I remember when we learned to play piano just to make each other jealous. Who'd have thought that we would practice now? Your talent's been standing out. Be proud of your dream, you should stand and shout. I remember last year you never had a clue, and this year you went and did attitude. Speaking of attitude, it's only right I say sorry for my attitude. And I ain't ever mad at you, Terrell, Manon, Fraser especially. I got a lot of things I'm dealing with mentally. I feel down a lot and I ain't got the energy. I need all of your help to get the best from me. There's way too much to do, I ain't getting sleep. The last time I got arrested, they arrested me. Tell me a treatment for a video I didn't make myself from scratch. Every lyric, every melody, every fucking beat, every little detail in the artwork and video. Everything is me. A wonderful team and a God that I serve. My friends and my mum, my brothers and my girl. I don't want short-term success or a banger, man. Assigning to a sentence, getting lost in the words. And it's fine if you sign, man, it's each to their own. But these clones need to know that I'm different from the world. Don't compare me to them, they couldn't beat me at my worst. It don't matter if I'm rapping or I'm singing on the verse. Look, people don't get that I'm serious. I don't wanna play games no more, and I don't wanna talk to these girls no more. I can't fuck a girl that's in it for the fame no more. A man can't talk on my name no more. I'll give it 5 or 10 minutes till your main thing talks. She's telling me that they don't talk no more, but I'm pretty sure that his wifey knows more. No more, no, I don't wanna play no more. No talks if it isn't money made no more. No more, no, I don't wanna play no more. I don't wanna play no games no more. And I don't wanna see my girl no more, cause I don't really wanna see her hurt no more. My mum telling me that she's gotta stop working, and I'm telling mummy you ain't gotta work no more, no more. Mummy, you ain't gotta hurt no more. You ain't gotta cry in your shirt no more. Mummy, you ain't gotta wake up for work in the freezing cold in the middle of the night for a check no more. Mummy, you ain't gotta cry no more. You ain't gotta stress in the night no more. And I ain't gotta say no more. We ain't playing games no more. It's hard to hate on the truth I'm living in. Enough men hate with their lies instead. Counting cash with the phone to my ear. I feel like Meek on a private jet. Life or death, 5 eyes, fires, potential wifey. In the street, respected highly. In the street, protected. I do know my man, but I don't trust him. Trust that bees in the trap, disgusting. Stick with a stick, PVA, PDA. Kiss that in public, South London. Why I made my South London's why I made my first 100 elastic bands, plastic bags, two in a blue like cheese and onion. In Jamaica, quick vacation, traveling my pastime. Enough pollution in the ends, I flew back yard car, I wanna see starlight. Eritrean skin tone sentiment, I think I found my princess. My empress still gonna impress. I know them man talking a kid, but it's hard to hate on the truth I'm living in. Enough men hate with their lies instead. Counting cash with the phone to my ear. I feel like Meek on a private jet. Life or death, 5 eyes, fires, perpetual wifey. In the street, respected highly. In the street, protected. Any girl that I'm dating knows. Bags that I buy come filled with 50s. She a 10 out of 10 on a bad day. Public affection, I tell her come kiss me. I like mine, obsessed, clingy. If she don't miss me, miss me. If she don't miss me, history. If she don't miss me, it's a mystery. G17 in the party, tipsy. Don't drink, that's risky. Focus, show's gonna land like Disney. I'm putting down under Sydney. That's big, I'll donate both my kidneys. True love what the kid needs. And a girl from the West Indies. I know them man talking a kid, but it's hard to hate on the truth I'm living in. Enough men hate with their lies instead. Counting cash with the phone to my ear. I feel like Meek on a private jet. Life or death, 5 eyes, fires, perpetual wifey. In the street, respected highly. In the street, protected. In this world that I'm in, you wanna take pics with the belts in the ring, but don't help in the gym. Enough girls dating their biggest haters. How a boyfriend don't want her to win. Alright, rare. I want my girlfriend never wanna see me have a good time out if she ain't there. Yeah. Fly me to the moon, let me get some space. Seeing them stars in a private story, I dust that chick, she got no grace. See her X-Men, she got no taste. Hip dip, she got no waist. Body snatch, serving face. Hold my hand, personal trainer. Frequent flyer, bad, she tone and tan. Free my gang, 013s and 020s. Oh God knows I miss my bros. I just got a call from Joe on the phone and that might.
In the fire, in the fire, have you been tried in the fire? Ooh. Have you been tried in the fire, in the fire? As pure gold.
Have you been tried in that fire? I hope bullets sing higher than Mariah and choir. Spend a lot of time trapping, now I'm trying to retire. But this shit runs in my blood and I'm the guy they require. Yo, these guns don't bring nothing but prison and death. Still, all my niggas just admire the fire. Bro, squeeze and he miss, but we admire and try a finesse kid. You could never lie to a liar. And Fred got that fire for days. I gotta write them in my notes, they'll be igniting the page. Grinding in cold nights, putting light to the flame. Now there's no flame that can melt the ice in my chain. I really put the ice and rice for the cane. Me and Santan, you won't see nothing like this again. That's my young boys again, on the glide with the flame. I just really hope your block came with fire escape.
Before my entrance, I took the fire exit. Tried and tested, about 20 times arrested. 2 times, girl ain't no comment, I guess they guessed it. Couple times, girl no forensics. This a DZ pendant, I don't need a necklace. We stay protected and connected, it's the energies I'm blessed with. And now they're watching like Netflix. I mean doing next shit, trying to get rich, but what's rich? Took more losses than Boris, I sold more boxes than the post office. 21 in jail, it took me so solid. Why you think my vision's sick? I changed the game with my brain, and so robotics. If you fell in my fire, you'd probably roast on it. Heat up the stove and put hope on it. Cause they don't care about our lives, I put my soul on it. I'm done trying to be somebody to some nobodies. I'm being so honest, and they don't know porridge.
Fire burning while I'm watching higher learning. Guns busting, tigers turning, that's a Russian and a German. That's your phone ringing, you can hear the beat. You won't be saved by the bell when you hear the screech. In it so deep, open, ocean. This man escaping some shells they can barely see. Me and bro raising hell, we gon' share the heat. They put us in the same cell, we gon' share the sleep. I'm my brother's keeper, it's deeper. I'm my brother's leader, speaker. I'm the eldest, the one that had to make a name so the bells ring. So nobody would trouble my siblings in this whirlwind. My older cousin wasn't known for nothing. Never had no one I could call, so I was holding something. I'm digging deep with this tool like I'm going plumbing. Something in your chest like it's Robitussin. Word to arsonists, I burned Arliss. I stood in front of all three dragons and heard your chorus. Now we jumping out of G-Wagons and murking parties. Man are coming out with these bangers and dirty dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I uplift my girl like I'm Sweezy in the water. And if it's already written, maybe I'm the author. So accustomed to the fire, I get shivers when I'm naked in the sauna. How? Many times have they mistaken me for scorcher. Now I'm looking in the mirror saying Justin, just corner. Say get all downstairs and tell him just bring me water. Until gets up, put something in the formula. I'm focused, I don't need to burn the kush. This is Moses speaking to the burning bush. I stood in front of the fire and learned to cook. Finished my verse and never heard a hook.
Riskiest numbers, this jungle, stick for your youngers. He's hungry, picked up the fungus. Kept humble, slipped him 100. Yeah, lived in the dungeon. Those air mats, which stung them. You can't walk in my shoes. You could be risking a bunion. The government's twisted, I cover this shift to cover this Christmas. Forget them old friends, I'm done with those pictures. They color coded, my brothers and sisters. Run the rhythm, you're a brother but you running with him. Try accusing me of colorism. Blinded cause you look at me with tunnel vision. I was falling, but I've gone and risen. Is this trusty or sideshow Bob when he's creeping on crusty? Streets keep me tussling, people disgust me. Race is disease that disgusts me. Don't touch me in the streets with a sweeper, cause the streets pretty dusty. And I've always got love for genuine people that bust me. Santan and the gang advisor, I'ma check him out, I'ma analyze her. She was calling me an antagonizer, let me sanitize. Where's the sanitizer? Just flutter by. He said, Gigs, can you handle this? He said, float like a butterfly. I bring truth, but they love a lie. Plans on the man, they should run and buy.
Yeah, in the fire been tried, affected the way I've been wired inside. You can hide or glide, I could have been deported. That's the definition of a fight or flight. You can type who you like. I know about homeless, immigration. They took me from my mum's arms, spun a gun charge, 2 swords. I'm a Ronin, Blashakovsky. I'm trying to score with a Polish. Pain in my eyes, plans of me staying in a guy with a vision of this change in my life. Crimes on the rise, haze on the rise. Feel like everything but my mum's pays on the rise. Did you come through? That's the question. Affording a burner was never man's problem. Adoption, we couldn't find home to the weapons. By the station, we got polls, no election, and the fire been tested. Before I had money, it was time I invested. Nothing changed, still time I invested. Watch game delicate, Tutankhamun, there's money and skeletons. All I gotta do is point, they're gonna sever his head and tell that we're better as friends. Nights that I can't remember with some people I could never forget. Casa Cruz, who could better than Shrek. Don't make me call a young gunner on the back of a pen, slapping a leg. Civilians grabbing your friends. There's chaos on the main road, it's all choppers and tents. All because of some shit you said. I got killers with me, and they love me. They make a man's heart stop. You find horrifying, gets laughed off. I'm like Meeks, bro, won't stop, can't stop. Yeah, it's kinda different when the fire's where we start from. Look, let's pour another drink, numb the pain. Emotionally detached, she said I'm numb to pain. You're asking what it's like to love, I told her love's a game. You learn that love is pain, then learn to love the pain. I got a purple heart, you got a purple heart. You think my work is art, and I think you're a work of art. But girl, I can't lie, you're a gem, and I ain't even talking about the star sign. You're my superstar, you're my wish into a shooting star. After hours, you're my movie star, pop star. I got you singing like a rock star. McCartney, she interstellar like Jupiter. You had a shift today, cancel that. I booked a flight, let's go and catch a tan. I'll take you out to Hakkasan. You've had a couple boyfriends, but never had a man. I'll catch him at a traffic jam. Red light, Amsterdam, if he tries to disrespect. But fuck them, man, let's blow a bag in Chanel and get all the niggas vexed. On some different flow, acting like you didn't know a nigga soul. Gary Coleman, I got them different strokes. You throw it back and now I'm matching your rhythm in missionary. I'm a man on a mission to make your legs shake, to make you feel it in your stomach, in your chest plate. Until the next day you give me head until your head aches. I heard a saying, you get it fast, it never lasts. Forget tape, there's no club inside of a deck of cards. You gave your heart to a joker, now you can try a king. You play it close to the chest, you got a checker pass and a purple heart. Wow, you got a purple heart. You think my work is art, and I think you're a work of art. I asked her, can you do it like the last time? She said I can, sir, and I ain't talking about the star sign.
I guess it's important that you have someone you can trust, especially in the position you're in. And I think it's a really good trait that you are able to find positives, despite some of the challenges, for want of a better word, that you face.
Look, imagine an island where the party never ends, where it's less about money and it's more about friends, where the vibes can't done. It's less about funding and more about fun. Tropical sun, that's life in the 60s coming from the Caribbean. You know Ian, Delroy, Vivian, Winston, who got drafted to England. Windrush babies from Kingston to Brixton. To say that the life of the party are wrong, my Jamaicans the entire party. I can't see Big Notting Hill Carney, I can't see. And the ride's fiberglass G, I want see. Imagine a place where you raise your kids, the only place you live says you ain't a Brit. They're deporting our people and it makes me sick, cause they were broken by the country that they came to fix. It's like
they came at the invitation of the British government. Their passports were stamped indefinite leave to remain. But for some who were children then, that was a false promise.
37 years of paying taxes and I got a letter saying that I was a legal immigrant. I came to England at the age of 10 and I've lived here all my life.
Look, imagine a world that's flawed and full of evil, where dictators and leaders are persecuting your people. The bodies of the innocents are piling to the steeples. The ironic part is, they're preying on the feeble. That's life in the 90s, you're Eastern European, and you're seeing people dying cause they're fighting for their freedom. They show you violence for having a voice. You move out with your kids and hope of having a choice. Life throws you a spanner, you can't handle the pain. So you gamble and you drink and then you gamble again. You argue with your wife and then you sleep on the couch. You hit your children and start freezing them out. You try and work things out, but it's never the same. All the women in your household are living afraid. When you look into the mirror, you're reminded again that you become the dictator you are fighting against. It's like
we are fighting for our rights, for our motherland, and that we are fighting for our homes, fighting for our
Look, imagine a world that's fucked and untrue. where the many pay a price for the few. And every day the sun rises a little later. That's how it is when your oppressor is your liberator. That's right now living in the Middle East. Praise Allah for the peace. Death from a sky little with stars. You run away with your kids so you can give them a chance. But your asylum, it's got you in a different war. Because the British wanna know what you're living it for. We rely on migration more than ever before. They're key workers but they couldn't even get in the door. When you're at heaven's gates, what you telling the Lord? You wouldn't even let a kid into some steadier shores. That's a life they may never afford. Surely you would want to give your people chances that were better than yours, no?
In 10 years of conflict, nearly 12,000 children have been killed or injured.
The children here are just a tiny fraction of the estimated 6 million in need of emergency humanitarian assistance. Thought perhaps as many as 3 million no longer live in their own homes, and up to 2 million children no longer attend school. The opportunities of this generation have been changed forever by this conflict.
I went to silence when I need to know who the fuck I was, bro. Like, I want to hear anyone else shut everyone else out, so I could just hear myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in this world, yeah. You stand still, the way the tide's set up, it will take you away from yourself. You feel me? So then I was like, all right, cool. But I had to get silent. But it's not like man was going against the tide, because going against the tide still makes it about them. Still makes it about the poison that you've internalized that's in your mind. You feel me? It's like, bro, like, why am I in this water? Man, this isn't even water. It doesn't even like me. It's not even for me. It's not taking me where I want to go. It's not taking me where I want to go. It's who the fuck I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like the tide will tell me that being black is an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch rivers, bro, and say being black is an asset. I am who I am because I'm black, and I love everything about that. You feel me? And that's who the fuck I am.
There's no love, there's no love. 20 to 1, look at the time, it's 20 to 1. I'm on a ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1. Feds behind me, driving a Beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. I make a call, I'm getting him touched. 20 to 1, 20 to 1, yeah, yeah. 20 to 1, look at the time, it's 20 to 1. I'm on a ride with the guys and we're looking for him. If we catch him, it's 20 to 1. Feds behind me, driving a Beamer. Odds of my freedom are 20 to 1. I make a call, I'm getting him touched. 20 to 1, 20 to 1, yeah. Man tried to stick me 2 months back. Hands on the wheel so the car don't crash. Run up on me, there's a price to pay. Dog, I ain't taking card or cash. I really did it with class, no maths. Mine don't matter when heart don't match. A good girl like Pokemon, easy to see but hard to catch. I'm so real that it's hard to cap. I've been low so it's hard to brag. I've been hurt so it's hard to love. Mum needs it so it's hard to have. Any ride out, I'm good to go. Bro's got my back, it's good to know. If she a 9, that's good to see. If she a 10, she's good to roll. Man, clout chase is tough to watch. Bad friends is tough to drop. Enough man try by